Hello. Today I want to talk about potatoes. I just boiled up some of these potatoes. I use that word boiled very casually. They're actually simmered. These are simmered and fully cooked so that they're fork tender. And I'm going to make potato salad with them. And then these are parboiled, and they're like, that's as far as the fork wants to go. So those are for many other uses, which I figure I'll demonstrate over the next few days. These will keep in the refrigerator with the skins kept on for a couple days. So that gives me some time to play around with some different demonstrations. I could make hash browns, potato pancakes, home fried, French fried, au gratin potatoes, etc. And there's actually quite a bit of benefit in cooking potatoes twice, which I'll attempt to show you over the next days. But the first will be the potato salad, and these are still warm. So I will let those cool before I move on to that. And then this is the pot, a giant pot that I simmered these potatoes in. And after I pulled out all the potatoes, I just dropped in 3 eggs. And they're just going to become hard-boiled, quote-unquote, by sitting in this water as it naturally cools. So cooking eggs really doesn't get any easier than that. I'm not doing anything except leaving them in this pot of hot water that I already had. I want you to notice that none of these potatoes were peeled or cut before boiling. And I'm kind of surprised at how many suggestions I run into where people are told to peel the potatoes raw, which is a lot of work compared to peeling them when they're cooked. Or they're told to cut them up and then boil them, which makes for soggy potatoes every time. And the potatoes are absorbing a lot of the boiling liquid as opposed to giving away some of their liquid, which is the effect I'm going for all of these instances where I will be using these potatoes. So there you go. I've been having trouble linking videos to the next video for some reason. I do it, and it appears to have worked, but it doesn't actually work. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, this is the start of several videos about potatoes and different ways to use them. I just want to mention a 10-pound bag of potatoes generally costs less than $4. So if you're on a budget, potatoes are definitely a very low budget food. If you're trying to stretch the amount of groceries that you're working with, potatoes are a great way to do that. Anyway, so it's a topic I want to cover over the course of several videos because this is a multi-step process. I put the potatoes, washed the potatoes, put them in the pot, added cold water and a good amount of kosher salt. Then brought it up to a boil and immediately reduced it to a low simmer. The smaller potatoes I put in the top of the pot so that it would be easy to fish them out after, I think I simmered them 10 minutes and then let them sit in the water for a few minutes because I was busy doing something. And then just tested them with the fork, and they were, you know, ready to go as far as a parboiled potato. So I pulled them out with my slotted spoon, and then I turned the flame back on. And these larger potatoes, I don't know if you can see the difference in size there. They all came in the same bag. But the larger potatoes, I ended up cooking an additional 20 minutes until they got to the point of being fully cooked for potato salad. That is completely dependent on the size of the potatoes. But to make this absolutely no work, I set the timer 10 minutes at a time. When the timer goes off, I turn off the flame, wait a couple minutes, and then check them. So it's very easy. It shouldn't really be considered like a bunch of extra work, because it really isn't. It's just a few extra minutes. Anyway, so that's it for this video, and then I'm gonna do a couple of recipes with these potatoes. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, you will be notified when the potato recipes come out. I also researched a little bit and found that most Americans consume more than 100 pounds of potatoes a year, and it seems that the majority of those these days are purchased frozen. So why you would pay 4 times as much for a potato that's been cut into French fries and frozen, like, that doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, some of these videos might help you save a lot of money. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.